If you're looking for a dog trainer here in Richardson, you're already taking a great first step toward having a happier, more confident dog. So let's walk through how to find the perfect match for you both.
Living in Richardson gives us so many great chances to get out with our dogs. Think about a nice walk at the Spring Creek Nature Area, or maybe grabbing a spot on a patio over at City Line. All of those experiences are just so much better for you and everyone else when you've got a well-behaved companion by your side.
So, first up, let's talk about why training specifically for life here in our city really matters.
A good local trainer gets it. They know what it's like on the trails at Cottonwood Creek with all the bikes and other dogs. They'll help you prepare for the hustle and bustle of places like Richardson Square, so your dog can stay calm and focused. It's really all about building a confident dog who can handle everyday life in our neighborhoods.
So how can you tell a great trainer from a good one? Well, it usually comes down to their methods and their qualifications.
The best, most modern trainers use something called positive reinforcement. It's really simple, actually. Instead of punishing bad behavior, you reward the good stuff. It makes learning fun for your dog, and honestly, it builds a much stronger, more trusting relationship between you two. Now, you're going to see a bunch of letters after some trainers' names. They might look like alphabet soup, but they're really important. Credentials like CPD-TKA mean that a trainer has passed some tough exams and is committed to a code of ethics. And if you're dealing with more serious issues like fear, a certification like CBC-CKA tells you you're working with a real specialist. Okay, training isn't one size fits all. Group classes, they're fantastic for puppies who need to socialize or for practicing skills around other dogs. Private, in-home training is perfect if you have a specific problem, like your dog goes nuts when the doorbell rings. Board and train can be a good jumpstart, but remember, you have to be ready to continue that training the second your dog comes home.
All right, let's get down to the practical side of things, what this is all going to cost and what Richardson's local rules are. So here's a general look at training costs in the Richardson area. As you can see, there's a pretty wide range. Group classes are usually the most budget-friendly, while board and train programs are a much bigger investment. This should give you a good starting point for your budget. For a lot of people, a 6-week group class is the perfect place to start. It's affordable, and it's a great way to build those fundamental skills while your dog gets to be around other dogs. Now for the rules. This one's the big one. Richardson has a leash law. Plain and simple, unless you're in an official fenced-in dog park, your dog needs to be on a leash. It's all about keeping your dog, other dogs, and other people safe. And while the city doesn't require a separate pet license, state law is very clear. Your dog must have a current rabies vaccination. The key part is making sure that little tag is physically on their collar anytime you leave the house. Okay, so you've done your research, you found a couple trainers you like, now what? It's time to have a conversation and make sure they're the right fit. Knowing what to ask can make a huge difference and really help you feel confident that you're making the right choice. Here's a little checklist for you. First, ask about their philosophy. You want to hear positive reinforcement. Ask how they'll tailor a plan for your dog specifically. And this last one is really important. If you're dealing with something like anxiety or aggression, ask if they work with vets. A good trainer knows when to rule out a medical issue first. Once training starts, it's time for the really fun part, getting out there and practicing all those new skills in the real world. Think of our local parks as your new classroom. The big dog park at Breckenridge is an awesome, safe place to practice your recall. The trails at Spring Creek are perfect for working on that loose leash walking. Using these spots turns training into a fun adventure. Finding the right trainer is a real investment in the life you share with your dog. It just makes everything better. We wish you the best of luck on your training journey. Enjoy all the amazing new memories you're about to make with your dog all around Richardson.